this video today in reference to a video that I watched on last Monday and shared. I felt that everybody and anybody needed to see this video. There was a lady on TikTok, and she was a caregiver, and basically she was talking about how a client of hers was really sick with COVID and decided to confess some things to her. And I recently watched another video of a nurse, and she said typically in her hospital they wear black scrubs. And when she walked into the room where this lady was that had been in a car accident, and when she walked into the room, this is a white patient, black lady in the scrub. She walked into the room. This lady literally began to scream to the top of her lungs, just screaming and yelling, "Help, help, please don't get me, please don't get me, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, help, help, help." And she said, "No, ma'am, I'm your nurse. I come in to check on you. You've been in an accident." And this lady continued to scream loud as she could. And all of a sudden, she said, "Am I dead?" And the nurse said, "No, you're not dead, but you've been in an accident. And I come in to see about you, to see if I need to do anything for you." She said, "I'm sorry." The patient in the bed said, "I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Do you forgive me? Please tell me you forgive me." She said, "For what?" She said, "For what I did to you." And the nurse said, "Well, what did you do to me?" She said, "Just please tell me that you forgive me. Please tell me that you forgive me." All of these evil things are coming back to haunt these people. All of these low down, nasty, dirty ways are coming back to haunt them. People that they've done wrong to are coming back to haunt them. I want you all to watch this video if you haven't seen it. But like I said, I shared the first video of the caregiver speaking about her client's confession. I shared the video, and also closer to the end, you're going to see what apparently it was a white person, probably somewhere in Alabama somewhere. They sent me a message because I shared the video. But I'm going to let you guys watch it. Like and subscribe, hit the notification bell. It will help out a lot.
I had a woman dying from COVID confess something really heart-wrenching to me. She told me that when she was a teenager, she told her mother that one of the local black boys had touched her behind the grocery store. And in 1936 Louisiana, this was a very big deal. Not only was this boy lynched, but he was beaten, and his genitals were cut off. And then the family home was burned to the ground. And she watched it all happen. You want to know why? Because she saw that his sisters had prettier dresses than she did, and she just didn't like it. So she lied. And then it clicked. This same woman had been hallucinating for the past couple of days, saying that there was a black boy in her room watching her, would not stop staring at her, and she was scared shitless. She asked if she could be forgiven. I told her the only person who could forgive her was the boy she killed. Not sorry.
Some of these elderly people are fighting demons from their past, okay? I was taking care of this elderly lady. She got in a car accident, went to the emergency department, went to the OR, and then came to me. So when she got to me, she was very lethargic, still sedated from all the anesthesia, right? Her husband was there, her daughter was there. She opened her eyes a little bit, and they, say, "Hey, Mom," reassured her, kissed her, hugged her, and then she kind of just fell back to sleep. So they were like, "Well, we're going to leave, let her get some rest, and then we'll be back in the morning." And I'm like, "No problem at all." They told me before they left that, she didn't have Alzheimer's, no dementia, nothing like that at baseline. So I'm like, that's great. I still put the bed alarm on because she's elderly. She's hooked up to a lot of things, got a lot of tubes. So I put the bed alarm on so that whenever she wakes up, I'll know that she's waking up and she won't get tangled and fall or anything, right? At my hospital, we wear black scrubs. Like 90% of us wear black scrubs. And so I had black scrubs on and I had a black scrub cap on. This is important. So I hear the bed alarm go off and I rush into the room. As soon as this woman sees me, she starts screaming to the top of her lungs, "No, help, stop, please don't, no." And I'm like, "Oh, honey, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. I'm Tiffany, I'm your nurse." I'm calmly talking to her. It's dark in the room, but the lights are not completely off. There is some light in the room. So I'm coming towards her, and the closer I get to her, she is running up the bed, up the wall, trying to get away from me, right? And I'm coming towards her because she's yanking up her tubes and stuff, and I'm like, she's gonna pull out something important. So I'm steadily coming towards her, speaking calmly, trying to let her know she's in the hospital, right? So finally I get to her, put my hands on her to calm her down, keep her from running away, and she closes her eyes and starts crying. And she is praying, "Lord, forgive me, Lord, forgive me. Oh, Lord, forgive me. I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry," right? So I'm just touching her softly, and I'm like, "It's okay. You're at the hospital. It's okay. Everything's okay. Everything's okay." So after a while, finally, she opens her eyes and looks at me, and she's like, "I'm not dead?" I said, "No, ma'am. You are not dead. You're at the hospital." And she grabs my hands, like pulls me towards her, and she's like, "Please forgive me. Please forgive me. You have to forgive me." And I'm like, "Darling, you do not have to ask for forgiveness for not knowing where you are. It happens to people all the time. It's okay. It's the anesthesia." And she was like, "No, I need you to forgive me for what I did to you." I'm like, "What did you do to me? Or somebody who looked like me?" And I'm like, "It's okay." And then I ask all the questions. "Do you know where you are? You know your name? You know the president?" She knew everything. And she continued to ask me to forgive her. I'm like, "What does this lady do?"
Okay, guys, this message that you're seeing is done by a white person who's using a black male's picture on Messenger. Like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. It will help out a lot.